Okay, in this first video we're going to talk about how to learn the 4 different hovering orientations upright. At this point you should be pretty comfortable with tail in already. I kind of suggest that's the first thing that you learn because it teaches you how to hover and what to do to correct in that orientation. So that's kind of your bailout move. And once you've mastered that and you don't drift away and crash, the next thing to work on is kind of offsetting the tail 45 degrees. And this just lets you see the helicopter from a different angle so that you can learn how to correct that way. Make sure you do both sides of the tail at the 45 degree offset. And once you kind of get used to that, the next thing to work on is just take that same 45 degrees and bend it around until you're side in. Now, it might take you a long time to get your side in hovering orientations and really be able to keep it in one spot. And that's okay. Just keep working on these orientations until you can get it. And if you start to get uncomfortable, teach yourself to try to get back to your tail end and keep that as your as your bailout move. Once you're comfortable with that side, make sure you work on the other side as well. I'm going to kind of bring it back here towards me a little bit. And just work on both those sides. Work on correcting the tail, keeping the helicopter in a constant heading, constant height hover, and bail back out to your tail end if you have to. And then the last orientation you're going to work on is your nose in. And for nose in, it's kind of the same as tail in, except the directions are reversed. So you learn real quick that left is right and right is left and forward is back, and so on and so forth. Now in each of these moves, a good bonus here is to pirouette back to tail in as your bailout. So if you're here, you can do a full pirouette and come back and lock it in. And if you're at the field, that'll help you out a lot. Another good bonus move here is just get a little height and pull the elevator stick back and just do a backflip. Now, you'll probably crash on that because the first thing you have to learn here is how to kind of hit the collective a little bit to go around. And then the last thing that I kind of recommend at this point that you start working on as you get those hovering orientations down, don't be afraid to take it out into a constant heading forward flight circle. And with this, you just want to kind of just go real nice and slow and just kind of keep it banked in there, kind of like you're hovering in those different 4 orientations. And that's it. Learning these upright hovering orientations is critical to do before you get to the next step of 3D flight, which is learning how to hover inverted.